leave this thing because I think it's just gonna. I'm not sure what it's gonna do. And we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
On
Hey,
multiple platforms, except
multi-platform live
for Blog
podcast.
Talk
Yeah,
radio,
no
because I
blog.
don't know what I'm doing. Well, Mike Chisholm, look who's back.
Hey,
Hey,
I
back
was
from the
seeing
dead.
Pink last week, and then WrestleMania party after that. We went down and saw her in Vancouver. We were in the pit. It was an unbelievable time. She high-fived us multiple times. She gave me a fist bump, which was fun. And
He hasn't washed his hands since.
I've washed my hand many times since. I
Oh,
even washed
good.
it that night, but
you
it
know,
was a cool
germs.
experience. Well, just more routine than anything. I
Right.
mean, I guess that's the case. So I wasn't around, and I've seen you've been busy doing some podcasts on your own, which
I
is
am busy.
fantastic.
I'm always busy.
The Hardy Dog is in good shape.
Yeah,
which
so
is
this
good.
is the awkward part, is when I said guess who's back, I was actually talking about Hardy, not you. Oops. Four-legged co-host
Yeah,
is back on an episode where we are talking about pets.
fur babies.
I was hoping that Hardy would turn right when I said pets. Oh no, he heard a noise.
You can't control
Great.
Hardy.
You can't control him.
Hardy will not be controlled by
He will not
his
be controlled.
earthly master. Now, who is the pet here? Is he the pet or are you the pet?
That's a great question.
I think that about my cats sometimes. Like, I've got a couple of cats, and oh, by the way, welcome to the World Grey Podcast.
In a society divided by black and white arguments, we are here to explore
The
no
podcast.
these are
Oh.
both the page, and they're both live. Like, I don't know. This is some Inception shit.
I thought that was
here.
YouTube,
No, well, we have YouTube, but that's also the World of Grey page here. So
and
we
this
do
is the
have-
World of Grey page here. I've got a viewer
don't
on
know
this
what's
World of
going
Grey
on.
page.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
We're
this
messing
is-
with
Oh, I
reality.
love it.
We're messing with reality here.
Wouldn't it be crazy if, like, one dimension we were broadcasting in this angle, and another dimension we were broadcasting
It's
in that
highly
angle?
possible.
I hope it's true.
It's in the realm of possibilities.
I do hope it's true. You're the Cougar Meat Kid.
That I am Kelowna's Cougar Meat Kid, Colin Cutler.
I am the Flow, Mike Chisholm, and we are really happy to be here. It is it's good to be back. I love talking with you. I love broadcasting with you. I love podcasting with you, and that's what we're doing today.
Yeah, it did feel a little empty without you here. We're talking about pets today. This is a very non-serious podcast, but the question that we're putting out to the ether, to the universe, to social media is, are you a crazy pet owner, or do crazy pet owners drive you nuts?
Yeah, our pets have come in even our lifetimes.
Lisa Marie has joined us.
Yo, Lisa, on that one. Okay, so she's on that one, not
Yeah,
this one.
I may
Okay.
have screwed this up.
No. There's no screw up whatsoever. Yo, Lisa, good to see you.
What up?
So, I was talking about, I've got two cats that live in my house, and I say that like, not I have two cats, but it's more like I have two cats that live in my house.
The cats have two humans.
I think that might be
Right.
the case. Like, see, I love it at the end of the night when I'm climbing into the bed and one of the cats will climb up on me and sit down on my chest, right? And
Yeah.
I pet them and it's all good. But I wonder though, because I'm such an idiot when it comes to human behavior, animal behavior, things like that. I know nothing. I know very little. Like, very comfortable in their position of dominance over me. Is that what that is? Because I mean, to me, it's just like, oh, love, pet, massage, purr, it's all good. But are they like, no, we own you, bitch?
Yeah.
Like, is that what that is?
It's highly possible with
Okay.
cats. I've had two cats in my life.
Yep.
One was my sister's cat when we were kids growing up.
Sure.
Okay, Lisa, put a
She has
pin
a
in
lot
that.
to vent about on this topic.
In,
Oh,
like, 1 minute.
I
want
feel
you
like
to just
service
go.
animals are going to be mentioned. That's what I feel like. That's just what I feel like.
Try to call a laptop.
But
You can rant in the comments if you want. But if you
Yeah.
can get yourself on here, then rant away audio levels. But I feel like cats are a little different. Cats don't get super excited when you come home. My dogs definitely cuddle because it's a comfort thing. They like the warmth. Well, they're pack animals, right?
Yeah.
So they want to be with the pack. They want to, they like the heat.
I think yours was like in the Holocaust. Yours got tagged here. It's got a green. I don't know if you can see that or
I'm
not, but
actually going
it's
to
like a
get
green thing there. He got
I'm
marked
actually going to get
and
this
numbered. Well done
tattoo.
for saving that dog.
Aye.
The marking tattoo from the vet
Aye.
on your animal, on your Hund, as the Germans would say, and getting it put onto your body.
Okay.
No,
So-
no. I'm serious.
What?
You're
Sorry, what?
serious about that? You're getting
Yeah,
that.
I'm
You're
gonna
getting
get
that. You're getting that mark
Yeah.
put on your body.
And then I'm going to make up stories to what the numbers are.
oh,
Like, oh, is my prison number.
right?
Or like, what? I have a tattoo?
Is it because you're ashamed of your dog?
No. What?
Oh.
So then, if anyone tries to steal Hardy, and they're like, "No, this is my dog," I'm like, "Fuck you! It's your dog. Try, Dink."
It's the ultimate pot splash right
Yeah,
there.
Exactly. I like that. That was
Full
a good
house,
word for it.
bitch.
So Lisa Maria saying she's sick of everyone's dogs having anxiety, and we have to have our dogs on a leash 24/7. Shut the fuck up. Dogs need exercise. Yeah. Here, yeah. So I have some gray area here. I think I don't actually know much about the whole dogs having anxiety thing. I know dogs will have separation anxiety, so when you leave the house, they lose their minds. What? Like
There are also people who have separation anxiety. Oh no. I'm
service
just
dogs.
saying that. I'm just saying there's.
I would like to have my dog off leash more, like Daisy, because she's awesome. The problem is there's a lot of people who let their dogs out in public and their dogs are not well behaved. We had this issue at the dog park with a German Shepherd that just kept attacking every dog, and I lost my mind.
I think it has something to do with the fact that it's German.
Well, Hardy's German. Well, okay.
I'm just well, yeah. I mean, another
Hardy's an
case in
asshole.
point. It's not that Norm Macdonald comic routine where he talks about, like, they went to war with the world, and then 15 years later, it's like, okay, everyone go back, let's figure things out, and then 15 years later again, they go again to war, and again, their target is the world.
Yeah.
I think a German Shepherd has any of that conquering type DNA inside?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
so
that's good.
Jade Roberts has joined us. Jade, we're talking about crazy pet owners. Do crazy pet owners drive you crazy, or are you a crazy pet owner? So, Mike Chisholm, let's go back a bit, back to your childhood.
Yep.
So think back. I know it was a long time ago, and memories are running thin these days.
I got a good memory.
But what I want you to do is think back to when you were a child. So 50, 60 years ago, whatever that timeline is. What was the first family pet that you can remember?
Tigger the cat. I had one family pet growing up. It was Tigger the cat. Got her when I was about 3 years old. She lasted till I was 22 years old. That was our family pet. So
a lot of people say that, and there's apparently research on this, losing a pet is just as grief-wise as losing a family member. What do you think about that?
100%. And I know that, I mean, I'm in a place right now where we have a 16-year-old cat in our house, and she is our friend. And, who's okay?
Lisa said, don't ever say Dink again.
Did you say Dink?
I said Hardy's a little dink or something.
Oh, well, he's a wiener dog. I mean, he's a little wiener.
She said don't say Dink, though, so we can't say Dink.
Okay. He's a wiener.
Yeah, instead of Dink.
Okay.
Do you remember what I said to not say?
Dink?
Just now? Yeah.
I think we're supposed to say Dink. We're not supposed to say Dink.
Yeah. Because Lisa said don't ever say Dink again.
Okay,
so
Dink is
because Lisa asked for it, what we're going to do is not say Dink ever again.
No, we won't. Because if we say Dink, it's going to take Lisa and like we've got live, we have a handful of viewers at all times. And well, most times. Well, sometimes we have a handful of viewers. And if we say Dink, it might take Lisa away.
Yeah.
And we might go from a handful to like
one less for sure.
What's less than a handful?
Well, at least one less.
What's less than a handful though?
Half a handful. Lisa's gone because she kept saying Dink.
Did she go?
She left. I don't know if it was Lisa.
Probably. Oh, that makes me happy. Not because she's gone, but because she committed to it. That's really, really funny. No, you know what? We have a cat in our house that's 16 and she's getting thin. She's still going out. She's still catching mice and stuff, but she's getting up there, man. She's getting old. She's having a hard time jumping up and down the stairs and stuff the way she used to. And like, we're getting ready for this moment already. Be grateful in every single moment, be present every moment from moment to moment, but we know it's coming and it is hardcore that we're going to have to say goodbye to Chanel sooner rather than later, sooner being the next handful of years probably.
Well, and pets they're good confidants. I mean, they don't talk back, which is, well, Hardy does. Good. Hardy does a bit, but you can talk to him and you put a lot of time and emotion into these pets. We had to put Jen's wiener dog Polly down this year.
That's so sad.
She was 16, so I'm like a kid.
That's formative years for sure.
Formative years, so it was really tough, especially because I was there and I'm glad I could be there for Jen.
Yeah,
it was good for that, but it was just a hard thing to go through and watch. So,
well, because you don't want the pet to be alone. You don't want the pet to not have you there, even though it's hard for you. If
Yeah.
you think about the pet themselves, because they're confused,
Yeah.
they might be in a. Did it happen at home or did it happen at an office?
Great question. So we had Dr. Pat is our vet, and she runs Noah's Ark. So she comes to the house.
She runs Noah's Ark.
It's called Noah's Ark.
Does she have two of every kind?
Yeah.
Do you think she's ever heard that joke?
What, that they all?
Do you think that
come
was
to-
even a joke?
that
I
they
don't
all
know.
come
I don't know about
together?
any of those things.
Is a bit fishy considering that there's a hierarchy of animals, so they would have just eaten each other. But you know what
One
they
would
say:
think.
everyone comes together in a crisis.
Yeah.
We stole that. We made that joke on the last podcast.
Yeah.
Hardy's right here.
I think they say
Mother,
that. I think they say that in orgies too.
I hope you're getting ready for Daisy's birthday party, Mother. So, speaking of crazy dog owners,
Yeah.
I don't have my phone on me. I took a
Jay,
picture.
where's Hardy?
I took a
Jay.
picture of it.
Jay, he's right here.
I know he wasn't up. Hardy,
I'm a
stop
fan of your
scratching your
mom.
eye.
Your mom's awesome.
Stop scratching your eye. It's fine. I'm dropping it later. This household, the Colin, Jen, or as we like to call it, the Jellin household,
Yes.
is 110% crazy dog household.
Yeah.
So today we are hosting a birthday party for Daisy, who is our black lab. She is 2 years old. Daisy, come.
She's
She's
not gonna
here.
come.
If she can hear me, she will.
She's with Jen, man. She's getting a
So-
massage right now, as
Probably.
if she's gonna move and say, "Yeah, I'm good."
So is hosting a dog party too far? Here, I'll definitely get into the gray area in here because I love Daisy.
How many people are coming to this
It's
birthday
like
party?
a handful. It's like the moms and then the dog. There she is. Come here, Daisy. Come
Hey, Daisy, come back
Come here.
here.
Say
Be a
hi to-
star of the
say
show.
hi to
Happy
everyone.
birthday. That's a glass of water.
See,
There's Daisy behind the
Daisy
glass of
doesn't-
water.
I can't see her.
Yeah, you can't see her. And then this angle can't
too
see her at
excited.
all. This angle is like way
She's
out.
too excited. So
So am I.
this is what we have for this party. We have a few people coming over,
Uh-huh.
friends of ours, and then we have a bunch of dogs coming over. Like this is legit. Like you would have a party for a child
Where children would come over.
where children would come over. This is exactly what's happening for
Oh,
Daisy.
Man.
So we
Is
have
this too far? That's your question?
that's what I'm out for everyone, and you can all tell me if we've gone too far. All right. So it's actually not Daisy's debut, Mom. She's been in before, if only in audio, but we've had her around before.
Don't cock block your mom.
Sorry. Don't ever put that sentence together again, please.
That was a great Jay, you're right.
And I
Hardy's
would-
always here.
and I
Daisy's
would-
almost never
I
here.
would
You're right.
never cock block my mother. I would be my mother's wing guy if I had to. All right.
Yeah.
I support my mother's
Yeah.
dating life.
Right
but,
on.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to know too much.
So okay, you have okay.
So here's the party.
Okay.
So Daisy has friends coming over. We have Lola,
Yeah.
who's a black lab as well. They look like twinsies, but Lola's about 9 months old.
Uh-huh.
Lola's sister Lucy, who's 6. She's a yellow lab coming over.
Okay.
One other dog who I can't remember his name. He's been over here once, and then Hardy will be here. And then that might be it. But there's still quite a bit of dogs.
That's a handful of dogs in this house.
So all these dog friends are coming over, which is awesome. And then my mom doesn't know
I
what
know,
we're
I love
talking
it, I
about.
love it.
What
I'm
the
so
fuck are you
happy.
talking about? We're just entertaining ourselves. Sorry, it's at your expense. So we
Don't worry,
have
we're not entertaining anybody else, just us.
yes, that's the whole reason this podcast
Don't
exists.
even worry about it.
We
Yeah.
have dog printed napkins.
no.
Okay. Yep. We have dog themed toothpicks.
What is a dog themed toothpick?
It's a toothpick that has a little flavor.
Are they for cocktail weenies? Like what
No,
are they?
they're
Like
for
what are they?
They're for the human cupcakes. We have human cupcakes.
Okay.
For humans.
Okay.
Jen's mom made them, which is awesome.
Okay.
Because we have Sergio's daughters coming over. And,
Okay.
You know what I mean? Plus, I like cupcakes. So we have those, and then there's more. There's for the human cupcakes. There's a fire hydrant cupcake holder. It looks like a fire hydrant.
That exists?
Apparently. And just for the record, I didn't buy any.
Did
of
you
this.
rent that?
No. It's like a little paper thing.
Okay.
Okay. And then
Did you
we
get it at
have.
a pet store or a party store?
I don't know where they got this.
Okay,
stuff,
all right.
Hey,
The
the
sentence
Jen-
itself. The
I-
fact that there is a fire hydrant cupcake
I'm
holder
supporting
that you can
this.
buy
I'm supporting this
or rent.
but I did not organize any of it.
Well, support it then, man.
So then here's the topper, and I
Uh-huh.
had a picture of it, but I didn't bring my phone in here.
Okay.
I don't think I did. No. We have a puppy paw cake pan and puppy cake mix. Cake for puppies. We made
Oh,
a puppy cake. And I'm not saying just a cake that looks like a puppy. I'm talking about a cake that is for dogs.
what are the ingredients?
It's like tapioca starch and like natural peanut butter. There's like icing and shit for it,
Huh.
right?
Okay.
Too far? Is it too far?
I don't like to judge.
But I'm asking you. To
I
judge.
don't like to judge. Okay, I don't know. I don't think anything is too far. If you and a group of friends want to do something that is fun and go for it and have some fun, is it going to get lost on the dog? Lost on the dogs. The dogs are not going to understand what is going on
No
here,
idea.
man.
She'll be pumped once we give her the cake, though.
Well, hey, I'm not saying they're not going to go along for the ride. They're just happy to be there, right? And these dogs all get along, I assume. You're not going to have a
Yes.
dog,
Fight.
battle within the
No, I
within
think
the.
we're gonna be
Okay.
good.
Okay, well that's good.
My mom had a good point that I explained, I was on the phone with her and I told her everything that we have for this party. And I said, and Daisy's not going to understand any of this.
No.
She just went, yeah, but she'll be happy.
Yeah, well, and she
She will be happy.
touche. She absolutely will be happy.
That's what we're
She'll
doing.
be like, "Hey, yeah, this is great. Hey,
that's what's happening.
check out my toy."
But it is-
Daisy is the thing I love about Daisy so much is she loves to present her toys.
Mhm.
She loves to show you what she's proud of.
Yeah.
She's like me with shoes.
Yeah.
Hey,
And she'll
check,
take your shoes too.
let's hope not. I brought some good ones today.
Yeah.
I always bring good
Should've
ones.
locked
But,
them up.
Oh man.
So that's my life.
Right on.
My dog owners out there. Or do we just drive you crazy?
Where's Alex Draper on this? I want to see
Yeah.
him. See, Alex Draper would be on the point where would probably, and I don't want to put words in my friend's mouth, but he would probably say, yeah, we drive you crazy. Is he
Jade.
here? Oh,
No,
okay.
Jade.
Too
Yep,
far. Yeah,
Too
well,
far.
Jade tells it like it is, don't he?
That's why we love Jade.
Yeah, very much so. Alex Draper would probably say, too far, and I don't care. Is probably what he would
Ah.
say, because you live
To
the life
each
that you
their
want to
own.
live and teach their own and whatnot. And if you're not hurting
That's cute.
anybody, then go for it. Much like many enthusiasts of many different fetishes, if you want to call it that. I don't know if you'd call it quite a fetish, but
We need to start a Patreon. This equipment's falling apart.
oh no, we need to start a Patreon, some podcasting breakthroughs here in the next little while, including our Kelowna Now podcast to come back off a hiatus. But yeah, I think that when it comes to people and their animals, here's my thing on this. I want to take it in a slightly different direction. Is that too far? No, I don't think it's too far, because you and a group of people that you love are having some fun. And you're including the animals that are in your lives. I mean, how can that not be a good thing? And I mean, like to say, there are fur babies. We call them fur babies, right? Because they are. They, we really care for these. Just there at our convenience, but we care about their lives no matter what, which is great. Are we in a different place when it comes to our relationship with animals than, say, 50 years ago? Because I mean, you want to think about 50 years ago, and then you go 100 years ago, and you go back to the agriculture-based days, to the before technology kind of showed up, before life started getting really fast, and really complicated, and really
Interesting.
out there. Is the relationship with animals different now?
Yeah, I mean, I would say back where most people ran farms, then
Sure.
yeah, for sure, because dogs were to like scare other animals off or to herd sheep, or you know what I
Right.
mean? Like dogs had more of a purpose. Like even wiener dogs are genetically designed. In Germany, they're genetically designed to dig for gophers.
Oh, there you go.
Right? Like that's why they exist. Hardy is
Find
not.
us a gopher, man.
This is not a product of evolution.
No.
This is a man-made animal. Like
Yeah.
these animals are not designed properly. Like Hardy tweaked his back super easily. Jen's mom's dog is paralyzed right now because Teddy is paralyzed right now because wiener dogs get these issues. 25% of Dachshunds will have these back slipping, necessarily designed for see shit's falling apart.
Patreon, man.
Patreon, if you'd like to donate,
Anybody wants to donate a podcast studio? Lisa Marie, we'll talk.
Yeah, if you want to just drop a podcast studio off to us, we'd appreciate it.
Sure.
She actually could drop off. a podcast
That's
studio.
why I winked at her.
Lisa. I'm just gonna hold this mic. Honestly, I love my
I've
dogs.
been
I
waiting
don't
for
care.
someone to say that forever.
I feel like we nice. I feel like we go too far in this household sometimes, but you know what? We don't got kids, and this is what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, if you love it, do it, right? But going back to the people of dogs. But what about that same person that you're talking about who has uses dogs for different, herding sheep or whatever? Okay, but they ride a horse all the time. Do they have a special bond with that horse akin to the way that we have a special bond with animals today, just in a different context, in the context of the day? Like, were there other animals that that people had use for, or did they view them as tools?
I think there's some gray area there. Shocking. I feel like humans can have connections with any animals, and you see this now now that we have like social media and the internet. Obviously, you see these handlers that go back to Africa that were after they've released a lion back like out of captivity, and the lions still remember these humans.
Love that story.
And I don't know if it's like a mutual oxytocin thing, because I know that's how humans bond, right? Just through oxytocin, and I don't know if that's a similar kind of thing with animals and humans. But I think that we can bond with any animal. I think obviously with cats and dogs, there's a higher percentage and prevalency of this connection because that's the most common pet.
Yeah.
But I think bonds between humans and pets can be so incredible, especially when you look at these like these veterans coming back from Iraq and the dogs. Like, if that doesn't melt your cold black heart,
nothing.
You just fuck right off now.
Nothing will.
And you're a terrible human
You're an
being.
agent of the Dark Lord,
right? Like, if that doesn't get you,
yeah. And I mean, I look at other things too. Like, there's that gentleman who just came out against. Well, not just. It's like 4 or 5 years now. It's a saga that's been going on. That gentleman who came out against Marineland, the company Marineland. Because he had developed. He was this. He's a biologist, and I believe he was a trainer there, but also a biologist first, I believe. Anyway, I mean, God, what do I know? But he came out against Marineland because he had formed these maternal bonds with these sea creatures that were there, and talking about it. And he would come on like different broadcasts. Joe Rogan, he's been on Joe Rogan and a couple other places where I've seen him, and he's talking about this treatment of these animals, which that's not what this podcast is about. But his point is that he had formed a bond with these animals that usually is saved for only in the wild, in nature. So, like you say, these things are fluid and relationships can form. Also, some people can go and get their ass eaten because they want to be friends with animals and they don't respect that they're animals and it's primal and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, these relationships, you think of Jane Goodall and some of the things that she has done with in the ape community and not just through research but bonding with these animals. I mean, there's scientific research, there's love, there's what does it do to us chemically? My granddaughter's just over at our house right now. When our cats come in, she freaks the fuck out. She loves it so much. Like, it's one of her first words, key, when we take her into the park and she sees a dog, pup, Laura, look, and she's like freaking out looking at these things. She has no instinct to do that. Except for her biological instinct. She hasn't been taught that. It's there.
I think as intelligent beings like humans that have
us
not us specifically, but human beings having an intelligent consciousness, we disconnect ourselves from the fact that we are animals and animals bond. You see this with a bunch of different weird pairings of animals that end up bonding. My mom's talking about a horse she had for 13 years and the bond she had with this horse. I don't know if she's still watching because she should be heading over here pretty quick.
Hey, for the dog party.
But I just wonder are there certain animals that just bond more naturally to humans, like horses, like dogs, like cats? I also think that pets understand a lot more than we give them credit for. Like, when I lecture Daisy because I don't want her going in the garbage, but I'll actually sit down with her and just talk to her like she's a human, like try to explain to her why she's not supposed to do that. And she's looking at me and then she starts, and I still love you, blah, blah. And then I think a lot of this is just that unresearched